they don't know he lays in front of you.
Carl, I'm getting sick of you. I'm getting sick of you. G.O.P. I'm getting sick of you. I'm getting sick of you. G.O.P. I'm getting sick of you. I'm getting sick of you.
So far away, I'm lost inside my thoughts, and I don't know what's to say. And I know I need you now more every day. I push, I pull, I run so far away.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Well, I'm throwing mine, 'cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Marco Rubio's favorite song.
well, I'm throwing mine.
Work hard, play hard. Wiz Khalifa.
That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard,
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. Oh, wow. Woo!
pretty ass up in this fucking car. Bitch, I'm out this
Woo!
I'm a star.
Our senator is quoting Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa.
Get your own shit, get your own cars, get your own clothes, get your own smoke, get your own bill. The harder you are, well, I'm doing mine. Cause my money long, the quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you are, well, I'm doing mine. Cause my money long, the quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is go hard. Make sure you do whatever it is that you gotta do. That's your job. And niggas gon' hate, but that's no problem. So hey, fuck them, don't need nothing from them. Some niggas talking, but the shit they claim it don't mean nothing. It's straight from Cali, that's what's in my joint, that's what I'm puffing. OG.
Buzzing. Isn't that bad?
I was young enough to know that everybody was gonna know me. Most niggas don't see. The bigger the bill, the harder you fall. Well, I'm going mine. Cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you fall. Well, I'm going mine. Cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Anyway, so who do you see, though, in the current crop of GOP candidates who gets that? Who gets that it's not just about politics in Washington, D.C., it's not just about policy papers, but it's about reaching the culture? Is there anyone?
Well, Sarah Palin, obviously. I mean, Sarah Palin, that's why they want to destroy her, because they recognize that she had a transcendent pop cultural factor. It doesn't mean that they can't destroy her. That's their goal. They're trying to attack her. She should be on the cover of my book.
Good evening. My name is Isabel, and this is Headline News Update. And now, some chicken soup for the soul of America. Governor Palin spoke and answered questions at Southeastern University's annual leadership forum on Friday. According to Twitter, she told students to do what others won't. She is said to have encouraged her audience to cling to your gods, your guns, your Constitution. Don't allow faith to be pushed to the margins of our culture. Former Alaskan Governor Sarah Palin was fired up about God and country when she spoke Friday at Southeastern University in Lakeland, and she was dressed for the part. The 2008 Republican vice presidential candidate visited the Sunshine State at the request of the organizers of the school's 7th annual Leadership Forum. She was quite a presence on the stage in a lipstick red suit and fierce high heels. Her passionate talk was peppered with such vibrant cries as "Cling to your God, your guns, your Constitution," and pleas for the next generation to change the country's moral fiber. That will make our foundation crumble if we choose to ignore it, she said. Not one to tiptoe around sensitive topics, Palin got right to the point on reasons she said the country is in crisis. Today, look around, and don't you wonder sometimes if, as a nation, we have forgotten God altogether? This is a crucial question, she said. Palin said the school asked her to talk about hope and resilience. She said she would, but not that Washington, D.C. hopey-changey blah blah stuff, but real hope. Mostly, the 49-year-old hammered such topics as the corruption of Washington, D.C., it's a hotbed of cronyism, and federal spending. The federal government is bloated, corrupt, and out of control. Palin said she was happy to visit a Christian school, and she encouraged students to go forth and spread the word. She encouraged them to, quote-unquote, infiltrate the nation, study journalism, and get into Hollywood and the sports world. Get out there and influence culture, she said. Palin closed her talk with a battle cry. The future of the country depends on what you do, she said. God bless you. Sarah Palin on John Brennan. read something from a member of GoPale. His name is Wayne, and he also, you may have seen him in an article in
Hi, my name is Wayne Mazza, and last year, prior to CPAC 2013, I wrote an article concerning if I would be able to be the one to introduce Governor Sarah Palin at CPAC. And here's the article that I wrote. I was thinking about CPAC the other day. Of course, the Gov was on my mind. Brought memories back to me about her CPAC 2012 speech, as well as her many others that go straight to the heart of our problems. I mean, this woman is definitely way ahead of the curve. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, she ranks about a 20 for me, with the rest falling in a range of 1 to 2, with a few that may hit 3. Ted Cruz, if he keeps to his principles, will be a 10 in no time, standing alongside Allen West. It is mind-boggling to hear these pundits talk about the Republican Party needing a leader and a voice. People like Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham, Ann Coulter, and Karl Tokyo Rove, to name a few. The leader has been there all along, right in front of their face. The lack of the Republican Party and McCain's team to effectively show the accomplishments of this woman and use it to better the campaign and win 2008 leads me to see CPAC have a chance to revive the common sense attitude and accomplishment of this truly amazing success story of an all-American woman who governs with a true servant's heart. If I was fortunate to be the one on stage at CPAC 213 to introduce Governor Palin, here is what I would say. We must make time to introduce our next speaker properly. A governor that is a mayor of her hometown, brought about infrastructure improvements, built roads, installed new water and sewer systems, etc. You know, they're the shovel-ready jobs. And these lured in major retailers as well as smaller shops, resulting in increased business that brings in roughly 50,000 shoppers a day. And that was according to the mayor that came in after Governor Palin. Wasilla, Alaska is the trading hub for the entire Matsu Valley, and that's an area roughly the size of the state of Delaware. Compare that to President Obama spending almost $1 trillion in stimulus funds and then laughingly mocking it, saying it all was not as shovel-ready as he thought. This governor has met and solved the problems of her state that plague our nation today. This governor has already solved the hardline problems that most politicians only talk about. This governor knew how to work with her legislature for bipartisan support of all major legislation passed. Legislation passed by majorities. I say again, majorities in both parties, I might add. This governor is so humble, she rarely talks about her own accomplishments. And when she does, credit is always given to her team. This governor reduced debt liabilities of her state by 34%, something Scott Walker is now accomplishing in Wisconsin. Cut spending more than 33% in fiscal year 10 from the fiscal year 09 budget. Amassed a $12 billion budget surplus for the state. In 2008 alone, she vetoed $268 million from budget bills. Now that's using a pen. Reduced requests for federal earmarks by 80%. She increased the oil production by forcing the oil companies to drill on land that they held leases on for over 30 years. She fast-forward funded the education for the children of her state. Reformed the state pension system. She helped seniors easily acquire much-needed health care by ridding them from senseless red tape. She brought about actual ethical reform to drain the swamp in her state house. Unlike Nancy Pelosi's big promises of doing this when elected as Speaker of the House. She instilled fiscal policies that upgraded her state's credit rating from AA to AA plus in 2008 and eventually to AAA in 2010, unlike the Obama policies that have downgraded the nation's credit rating for the first time in history. She is a model for a Republican woman that has it all through hard work. A true feminist, not what the left-leaning women want you to see. And even though she put in hard work and long hours as a politician, she still had the time to raise a beautiful family. She stands tall with a steel spine and steel resolve. Her record of success stands as proof that she possesses the medicine we need to cure this country. With no further ado, it is my honor to introduce to you Governor Sarah Palin from the great state of Alaska.
He said that every American should know regarding Governor Sarah Palin's minute prior to her speech at CPAC. The atmosphere while waiting for Governor Palin to come was electrifying. When she made her appearance, she walked on that stage with power. Make no mistake, this power was not authoritarian. It was a power of command and control with great confidence. Command in the sense of absolute attention. Control as compared to giving direct orders in the face of battle under extreme odds. She did not stutter during her delivery. She had no mind gone blank moment. She made no pie in the sky comments regarding our future. She stole no one's phrases to promote herself other than mocking President blah blah. She came to the speech armed with the ammunition of truth, common sense, a record of accomplishment, and she went for the jugular of President blah blah, the DNC and the RNC corruption. You see, this non-candidate is setting the tone not only for the presidential election, but the House and Senate seats also. She can walk with the power of command and control because her record bears what is lacking in Washington, D.C. politics. Governor Palin is a leader with a true servant's heart. This term is foreign, not only to our leaders, but a good-sized population of the American people. Serving with a servant's heart means putting the country before yourself, which she has done time and time again. It is a shame that the majority of the people are going to settle for the current field. Citizens of this country should be demanding that the RNC ask her to get in the race. To be honest, the RNC should swallow their pride, put country first, and beg Governor Palin to get in the race. Like I said, any story from Sarah Palin and her life and her record and her achievements is just good for the soul of this country. Letter from Scotty Hughes to Sarah Palin. You are beginning to worry me. I am afraid you are losing touch with the people of whom your fame is based. I, after all, was one of your biggest supporters once. I am thrilled that you get invitations to go to NBA games, that you display your Chick-fil-A shirt, and that you go and support your daughter and her celebrity friends on Dancing with the Stars. But at CPAC last week, you made a rush for the exits. After you gave an inspiring speech where you said to a thrilled audience, at a time when our country is desperate for leadership, we get instead a permanent campaign. Instead of coming out and shaking the hands of those who you inspire, you quickly left the building without even a second glance. You called out the liberal media as being unashamed, so at least you took notice of them. Not so for those of us on the right who had hoped that the woman from Wasilla, Alaska, might understand our plight and give us a chance to engage one of the top names in the movement. We were, to put it bluntly, disappointed. And while I wish this was a solo occurrence, unfortunately, this seems to be your pattern. I know we in the Tea Party movement don't throw the best parties or live the most glamorous lives, but we are the ones who faithfully donated to the McCain campaign once you joined the ticket. We are the ones who defended you publicly when the liberal media made fun of you and when your own campaign advisors turned on you. We are the ones who add you and your family to our prayers every night at bedtime. Yet it seems those in Hollywood who have made their money making you the butt of their jokes get more of your attention than the movement you helped inspire. As a working mother in political journalism, I always looked to your journey as a source of inspiration. It was a testament to the fact that a woman can use her professional talents and not let her family suffer. The other side wants to make female conservatives feel like we are put in binders and that our party doesn't encourage women to grow in our careers. Whether it is Dr. Rice, Representative Bachmann, Ann Coulter, Michelle Malkin, and legions of others, time and time again, conservative women prove this statement to be false. But what makes us different is that women on our side are not afraid to come off the stage and get involved with the people they claim to represent and champion. Our party does not need another celebrity. One of the best attributes of today's Republicans is that we do not hide behind the curtain and only come out to chat when there is a teleprompter present. The American conservative wants an honest and humble spokesman, unafraid to mill about with real people, to listen.
That will affect at this late date the outcome of the election.
Well, it should open people's eyes to what the media does as it works with this administration that is hiding something when it comes to our ambassador being killed and 3 other brave Americans being killed that night. And now all the information, as you're suggesting, coming out where there's obviously a cover-up as to what happened that night, and that it was 6 weeks ago. And the loved ones of those who were killed in this attack still don't have answers. And Americans don't have answers, and that's not right. And hopefully this opens people's eyes to see how powerful the media is when they decide to complicitly work with an administration that doesn't want to tell the truth about an issue. So hopefully people will open their eyes in these next 2 weeks before they are in that ballot box, those who aren't quite sure who to vote for yet. And they'll realize that perhaps other things that they have heard about Romney or about others that are not the chosen one of this very powerful leftist media, that they will realize, oh, perhaps there's another side of the story. They'll do their homework real quick in the next couple weeks and make a wise decision. The media is very powerful, and they have so much personally invested in Barack Obama that they will do anything to work with him to get reelected, even cover something up as tragic and important to know about as the Benghazi attack.
The axis of truth is something that you can follow, and it can be your guide. If you see someone doing something that is not in accordance with what you believe, regardless of how you feel about the person, then you have to go with your axis of truth. You're going to go, well, you know, if I like that person, but if he's doing something he shouldn't be doing, I should not support that person.
Will both of you campaign for even against sitting senators if you think a better candidate is running? Real quick.
I'm going to stay out of races with incumbents.
And I likely am going to do the same.
Sarah Palin is a monumental leader because not only does she inspire people by her, life and her work and her record and her family, but she inspires other people because that's what leaders do. They delegate, they create a curiosity, they create an inspiration in others to do what she does and to do what they do as leaders in general. We're a team for a reason. We're all in trenches together. We're all every day fighting for the same cause. It's not about us as individuals, even though we enjoy the many different things. I enjoy this so much, but it's a lot of work. One of the things about the Sarah Palin movement is that she's always positive. I know that she attacks Obama and she does have things to say about the GOP, but she always tries to find positive points in things that people do. And that is a big reason why she is such a ray of sunshine every day. It's like a day without Sarah Palin is a day without sunshine. I cannot imagine having spent the last 5 years without her sun rays, her sunshine. I cannot imagine America having survived what it did without her example and her positive leadership. What she does is she lifts other people up and that inspires them, and so it grows, the movement grows, and we need to just humble ourselves. And now this is something interesting about Sarah Palin. She has supported many people. She has supported Rand Paul. She has supported Newt Gingrich. She even mentioned Ann Coulter the other day on the Facebook comment. No matter what she does, we are here to support her. It doesn't mean that we like the people that she supports. She even made mention of John McCain on the day he said some outrageous thing. We can't keep up with so many outrageous things he does. But she is there to support and to help bring out the best in others because she is trying to build a coalition, and we really do need to help her build that coalition. But it doesn't mean we turn a blind eye, we turn away from the negative things that people do or the inconsistencies. Like, I have a ton of issues with Rand Paul, but she supports him. I support her 1000%. If that's her choice, to support him because she needs him for a reason, hey, good for her and good for us because she knows what she's doing. If that is her choice, I support it. However, it is not my job to cheerlead Rand Paul. And I am not going to do that because he has inconsistencies that need to be watched. If these politicians do not understand that we are onto them, that we are watching them like hawks, we will not ever be respected as voters. So that is all I'm saying. We have to be the bad cop, and that's our sacrifice in a way. Being a cheerleader, that's not a sacrifice. It's not popular, but it has to be done. Ted and Sarah are looking out for us. And if Ted is possible, so many others will be possible. They are, Sarah is a rarity in politics, and Ted is outstanding and superior, and we have to keep an eye on everybody. But if we have 2, we can get 4. And if we have 4, we can turn it into 8. And we have to support Sarah in her efforts to build a coalition, regardless of who she picks. We just have to support her. And we have to support Ted's efforts. Now, defund Obamacare, no to amnesty, investigate Benghazi, prosecute Holder, impeach Obama, all of these things we have on our plate. We can do it. We're Americans.